Excitement, tears of joy, cheers of jubilation. This was the emotional scene as Palestinian families welcomed home prisoners released from Israeli jails, some serving life sentences. Eli Sharabi, Ohad Ben Ami and Ur Levi free to go home to their families.
The families of the prisoners must continue their efforts to complete the deal. I urge the Israeli government to proceed with negotiations.
They are the latest released by Hamas in the fifth hostage prisoner swap in the first phase of the truce.
We were watching a new phase of the psychological warfare that Hamas is waging against Netanyahu in particular and the Israeli government.
Since the first stage of the ceasefire began on January 19, 18 Israeli hostages have returned home. During the 6-week period, Hamas will release 33 hostages gradually, while Israel frees around 1,900 Palestinian prisoners. In the first exchange, Hamas released 3 Israeli women for 90 prisoners. On January 26, 4 more hostages were handed over, Israeli female soldiers, and Palestinians welcomed loved ones released from Israeli prisons. Then 4 days later, this. Scenes from Khan Yunis showed shouting and chaos, fighters swarming around 2 Israelis and 5 Thai nationals. Then on February 1st, 3 hostages were released by Hamas in a carefully orchestrated exchange last Saturday. Surrounded by a Hamas display of might monitoring the scene, followed by emotional reunions in Israel. A stark contrast to this chaotic release days earlier. In Ramallah, the occupied West Bank, released Palestinian prisoners were greeted by huge crowds. All signs that stage 1 of this fragile truce is still holding, building hope towards working on stage 2, which will focus on Israeli forces completely withdrawing from the enclave. Kristina Simich, TRT World.